Well, this is our first little look at it. This is Australia's largest inland waterway. Obviously just one tiny part of it, but this is the area we're going to be exploring today. Looks really nice. Beautiful day to do it as well. You done any good this morning?
Just got the one.
Are you going for brim or?
Yeah.
Alright, this place looks really cool. If it is one thing, it is very peaceful. The spot I launched is a really nice little quiet spot, and we're just going to check it out. We're going to see what fish are in the biggest inland body of water in Australia. It's something like that. I'm probably going to mess it up, but it's very cool. I think today we're actually going to focus on a bit of brim and perch fishing, so using some small lures, casting it along the banks, along the edges, along the snags, and we're going to try and track down some brim. This place is pretty famous for big black brim, so that's what we're going to go for. I think my plan of attack is just going to be to slowly pedal along this bank here and cast lures towards the edges. Got some plastics like this one right here, a little 3-inch paddle tail plastic rigged up. Also got some hard body lures and a bunch of different stuff just to see if we can find something what works. We've got 3 rods rigged up. We've got a shallow diving hard body, a deeper diving hard body, but I think we're actually going to start off with this pink paddle tailed soft plastic. This is a 3-inch lure, and you can probably see I've rigged it up slightly differently. It's actually in a weedless presentation. There's a lot of snags and stuff along the bank here, so I'm hoping that rigging it up weedless like that gives us the best opportunity to not get snagged. I'm actually going to put a little bit of mullet scent on that lure to start off with, so it's kind of a bait fish profile, so the mullet scent is perfect. Just put a little dab on it like that, don't need too much. Put that in the grooves, and that's going to be good. Let's see what the first fish we're going to catch in this place will be. This area is famous for black brim, so it's kind of what I'm expecting, but you just never know. You never quite know when you're exploring a new area. That's the fun thing about it. You kind of just wing it. That's what we're going to do today, wing it. A few little twitches. It's fairly shallow on that bank by the feel of it, so a few twitches and then just let that sink down. I'm actually sounding up a lot of fish on my sounder already. The side scan and the down scan was lit up with fish when I first got out of the boat ramp, so could be a good sign. Oh yeah, there's a lot of fish there, right along that grassy ledge by the look of it. Well, it's a good sign. It looks like there's a lot of life, and it kind of looks like it's right along the bank there. Could also be some snags I'm sounding up, but definitely think there's some life around this area along the bank. We'll soon see. Brim are pretty aggressive, so if there are some around, they should smack these lures. Snag there, that looks pretty good. Even just in front of me here, I'm sounding up fish. There we go. There's a fish. That took like 5 casts into the day, and we're on. We've got a nice little brim. It's only a little brim, but hey, that didn't take long at all. 5 casts and a little brimbo on the deck. Very small one in comparison to some of the fish you do get around here, but it's not a bad little start. Oh, he's gonna poo. He just pooped. Oh well, it's good to see that weedless presentation's gonna work as well. Okay. Pop that lure out, get him going. Cool. I can catch a brim. Well, that's a good little start. It's also good to see that this little rig which I'm using is going to work. Got the hook up in that fish, and that was the first bite which we had. I'm just going to put a little bit more scent on the lure. See what happens. We'll get another cast straight back up there. That was actually more off the bank a little bit. Out there. A few twitches, let it sink. Twitch, twitch, let it sink. Twitch, twitch, let it sink. Probably could use a much lighter jig head here. It's only really shallow. Another one. Oh, that was another one. That's ridiculous. Get back out there. Literally just got out here, I've crossed over this bank, and the first spot I've chosen is holding fish. Crazy. There's a whole heap on the side scan. I don't think I've ever seen the side scan this lit up. That is ridiculous. Huh. Okay, there is structure there. Oh, it really drops off here, eh? Okay. It's probably a little bit shallow on this ledge. Oh, that's a fish. That's a big one. Wow, that's a much bigger fish. He is shaking his head heaps. Wow, that is a really big fish. Whoa. That just feels really big. Right up along this shallow ledge here. That is a monster, eh? That is a monster. That fish was sitting so shallow, like right up there. I can see it just shaking its head. It is a massive brim, I'm pretty sure. Like a massive one. That is crazy. Look at the weight of it. I didn't think we were going to get onto a really good fish this quick. Look at the weight of it. Holy... my goodness. That is actually a massive brim. Oh no, I just got my net stuck. I've got a massive brim on and I've just cooked it by getting my net stuck. Might just have to try grab him, maybe. Look at the waves it's kicking up, man. One of the biggest brim I've ever seen. Look at that thing. That is a monster. Holy, look at that thing, bro. That is an absolute dinosaur of a brim. Look at that. Bro, that is monstrous. We've just got out here and we've just landed an absolute donkey. Didn't even use the net either. My net was all tangled up, so I've just grabbed him. Dude, that thing is actually huge. That is my PB brim, for sure. Look at the size of that brim. Get a look at him. That is an absolute dinosaur of a brimbo on that little 3-inch paddle-tailed soft plastic right up against the weed edge. That is an awesome fish. Absolute dinosaur of a fish. That is seriously one of the biggest brim I've ever got. I want to get him back going. That thing's a monster. What an absolute animal of a fish. That would be an old brim. Revive her and get her going. Go on, big girl. Oh, there she goes. What? I just wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting just to roll out here and get a 46er. Jeez. That is insane, man. That thing fought super hard too. What a pig. If some of the brim which are around here are that quality, I'm just going to retie. Eh? That is ridiculous. I can't believe that. I've been fishing for probably 15-20 minutes and we've just smashed a PB brim. That thing was as big as I've ever seen a brim. That was enormous. Actually a crazy fight on him too. As soon as I hooked into him, I was like, wow, that's pretty heavy, pretty big. And the head shakes was like a little snapper. There's the lure which did it. I'm pretty sure it's the 3-inch drop kickers, Z-Man 3-inch drop kickers. It's such an elite lure. It's actually a more subtle plastic compared to the usual Z-Man lures, and I love it. Obviously that fish did as well. We'll get that straight back up there. That was way up in the shallows. Right up along that little ledge there. See if there's any more. If there's a couple fish in a school like that, I want to get them. Mammoth fish. It's a good spot for fish to hold. They're probably like cruising along this ledge here, just feeding on all the stuff. The crabs, the shrimps. It's a good spot. That was another one. Yep. There's another beast as well. That is another beast as well. You are kidding me. Dude, what is going on? We've been out here for like half an hour, maybe. We've got another really big one. It's a really big one too. Might just pedal out of that spot. Oh, what is going on? What is going on? There is a lot of weight. Dude, is this going to be like the same size fish? There's so much weight to this one as well. Might loosen that drag off a little bit. He's gone near the fins. What is going on? Oh, he's right underneath me. Dude, it's going to be another tank. It's going to be another tank. It is. I don't know if it's as big as that first one, but I'm not going to call it small whatsoever. Pink lure. Pink lure. I think pink lures are my... Dude, it's really big as well. It's another in the 40s, dude. It's another in the 40s. That is slightly ridiculous. I should be netting fish like this. I should definitely be netting this fish, but I'm just going to grab him. I don't know why. Dude. What is going on? When you're just pulling in fish like that, like when you first get to a spot, you just know it's... Dude, what is that? This is crazy. This is crazy. I'm trying not to be too loud because there's a whole heap of people launching their boats and fishing and stuff. What is going on? It's another one like 44. This is ridiculous. That is another 44 centimetre brim, and that was probably only 5 casts later after we got that last one. Look at the size and thickness of that thing. That is just ridiculous. If this has any indication of the fishing which is in this 400 square kilometre waterway, then that's crazy. Look at that. Look at that. We're just going to get him out and get him going. Get that hook out of him. All right, buddy. Look at that quality brim. Gone. I've beaten my PB and I've got another one which would have equaled my PB in like 20 minutes. There's been no problem with our hookup rate either on this little experimental rig. Keep working our way up. That little pocket in there treated us well. 240 pluses, almost 245 pluses. Now I know that the fish are sitting shallow, I'm just going to target the shallows really, especially if there's quality fish like that. All these pockets here just all look so good. Look at that. There we go. Ooh. One right there. Caught a few nice fish along this bank here now, but I actually want to go explore all the way up around here and around one of the corners onto a point. So that's what I'm going to do now. Pedal all the way up here and see what we can do. Hopefully find some more fish. This is more the area I'm talking about. So we've just pulled into this little marshy type area. Looks really, really good. And I think we'll try the plastic to start off with, but this area here looks perfect for hard body lures. So we might swap over fairly shortly, but start off with the plastic. See if the plastic can get any love. There's actually a boat up there by the look of it. Try a little hard body. See how that goes. I got a couple earlier, but not in a while. What about you? Real quiet, eh? New spot again. It's been pretty quiet since I caught those ones first up. Real quiet, actually. Wouldn't mind a couple more fish. Alright, we'll have a few more casts where we got those fish earlier on this morning, and then I think we're going to go in. Man, it's been so quiet since we got those fish. Got those 3 fish really quickly and then just nothing. Whole heap of boats buzzing around as well, but whew, it's a good start though. I'm still glad we got those 3, which we did, because 2 of them were massive. Some of the biggest brim I've ever got. Let's have a few more casts here. Oh, that was a hit right there. There we go. Yep, there we go. Man, we moved all the way back down to where we caught those first fish. Oh, he's in a bit of structure. And we have another one. Yep. Man, how's that? It feels decent. Oh yeah. He's not bad at all. How's that, man? We've covered so much water since we first started fishing, and we get a fish right where we started. My leader's all frayed up. Might actually just net him. Another Brimbo a month later. He's actually a pretty good brim as well compared to those other ones. He looks far, far smaller, but in reality, he's not a bad brim. Not a bad brim at all. Very happy with him. He's a nice little fish. 3rd biggest of the day. Yeah, look at that, he went into the timber. It's a really, really nice day. Take a look at the conditions. It is just glass calm, and that's the 4th brim we've caught. Little plastic there. Damn, I can't believe we didn't get brim in those other spots. They looked really good, but just couldn't convert any. Last cast, then we'll go in for a bit, I think. Well, fishing's been pretty slow, so basketball and pizza, it's a good combo. Lunch break over, ate some pizza, watched some basketball. Now we're gonna head out for session number 2 in the afternoon. Let's see if this wind helps us out a little bit. It's a little bit choppier than earlier, so that might encourage the bite. Just casting it right up into this little marshy wetland. You can see there's a little bit of exposed structure there, so looks like a really good area. Never caught a fish here, but it looks the goods, and earlier I was sounding up a lot of fish. Hopefully they're feeding now. Try the old plastic as well. I think we give up on this area out here. We can go back in the river. Yep, there's a brim. Hooked up to another good fish. That took a long time, eh? Big one. There we go. That's another big one. Right up against that structure over there, and finally hooked up to another fish. It took us all day, literally all day long, but we got another one and it feels big. Don't know if it's going to be as big as that 46er, but feels like another solid one. See if we can get him up. Come here, buddy. All the big fish we've caught today have been on the exact same lure, that pink little paddle tail. Might net this one. Oh, it is an absolute tank once again. There he is. Wow, that is another big, big brim. Whew, it has been a grind today. Hey, we have worked for our fish, but we've got another beast, another beastie in the net. Haven't got major numbers today, but we've certainly got major quality. We'll very much get a hold up of this one. It is another beastie of a brim. Just look how fat and chunky the fish are in here. 42 centimetre tipper, another beautiful black brim, the third beast which we've caught for the day. How cool is that? I think that's the 5th brim total, so slow going overall, but we've grinded it out and we've got some nice fish. We'll unhook him. Oh, and we'll just send him off. See you, buddy. Off he goes. Same lure once again. Not gonna lie, throughout today I was battling. I was umming and ahhing whether I move systems and try a different spot, maybe fish a river where I know I'd catch some smaller fish, but I've just tried to grind it out in this one area. I've never fished here, and when I fish an area, I really like to try and dial it in. So I think I've done a little bit of that today. At least along this bank, we seem to have pulled some fish, and a 46 centimetre brim is like a trophy dream fish. So very happy with that. And a 44 as well, and that 42. So it's been some good fish about. Let's see if we can get another one before that sun goes down. As you can see, it's on the way. It's on the way down, but that fish has kind of reignited my hope. I've had a few taps along this ledge. That's the first one we've hooked though. Just put some more scent on and back in it. A whole heap of bait along this bank. That's probably why these big brim are sitting here and ambushing stuff. Come on. Out of all things, get stuck in a stupid tree. No way. To stay the night or to not stay the night. The sun's already going down and I've been up since 3 a.m. It's already been a really big day, but do we want to try somewhere new tomorrow? I don't know. I have heard like 1,000 gunshots this morning. It's been ridiculous. So duck season must be right now. Wasn't expecting that. There's a chance that we get shot, but we're out for morning number 2. Got out here nice and early and in a completely different part of this massive waterway. 400 square kilometers this place is, and this is one tiny part of it. Once again, there is also a lot of carp the whole way down the river, just carp jumping everywhere, and I turned my sounder on and it almost blew up with carp. Not good. That's not good. They're not a native fish here in Australia, so we don't want to see carp, but we're going to find out if there's anything else apart from carp. Don't know. Oh, look at that. It's just carp flopping around. You can hear people, man. There's people in the bushes. There is duck hunters in the bushes. I can hear them talking. They would be able to hear me yapping like an idiot. We'll see if there's any really active fish around this morning. We'll start off with a surface lure. This is a little walker / subsurface popper type thing. Look at this, there's a heap of structure along the bank. You'd think if there's a predatory fish, they'll be sitting right up there in that structure. Let's see if there's any fish in this river which aren't carp. I should just put a bit of corn on me trebles. Hear that? Doom, doom, doom. It's like drums. The river's like rippling with carp. Yep. It's in the structure. Yep. We got something. He was way up in the shallows. Might be a perch. Feels like a perch. On the little hard body. Actually made our way down to the entrance of this little place. I don't even know what this is, and we've hooked up. What is it? That's the question. Oh, it's a little perch, I think. I think I saw its tail. Yeah, it is. It's a little EP. Very nice. Try to lift him up and in. Upside down perch. Let's get a little look at him. He's not a massive perch by any means. He's probably, 30 something centimetres maybe, but it's a good way to start the day. Hello, little mate. Nice EP. He was right up along that timber over there, so there could be more. EP are a schooling fish. See you, buddy. Let's see. He might have frayed up my leader though. A little bit. Cool. Right up over there is where he was. That shallow stuff. It's a good start to the morning. A nice little EP. Been fishing for about half an hour now. Fished all those snags on the inside. Didn't get any touches, but got our first little fish out here on the flats. Up there is like where he was. It's good to see that there's something else in here apart from carp. That's for sure. If there's this many carp down here, I hate to know how many I'm going to find upriver. Oh, we got a fish, but it's in the snag. Yep, I think we got him out. Yep. I think we got him out. It's a good fish. Sounding up so many fish on the sounder. I cast the lure right into the snaggy area over there, and we got something. It's a brim, I think. Oh no, it's a little perch. Another EP. Very cool. Very frayed up leader. A parasite on him. There it goes. Another nice little EP. Not a huge fish once again, but it's the second one on the hard body. We have to retie, that's for sure. Another one. Yep. Another one. We've found some fish. Felt the clunk on that fella. Might be another perch. How good? Oh, that could be a brim maybe? How good is this? Completely new spot once again, and we're onto a good fish. That could be a brim. Felt a decent little head shake. Let's have a look. He was sitting right up against that snag, hard against it once again. Is it a brim or a perch? I'm not sure yet. I think it might be another perch. Another EP, third EP for the morning potentially, and once again, new spot. We found some fish. There he is. Beautiful little nugget of an EP once again. Bada bing, bada boom. Another perch. Very cool fish. I love my EP fishing. Have you guys watched the videos, you know that EP are one of the most loved fish on this channel. Well, by me at least. This little gold, what is this, Styx minnow, is doing the damage so far. It's got red eyes. I love a lure with red eyes. Probably doesn't mean much, but I like it. There's a lot of birds around. Probably not so many ducks, they're all getting shot. Nothing on that cast. There's definitely some structure up there, look at that. Whole heap of timber. It's a good home for these little perch. Another one. Yep. There's got to be a few down there, eh? That's once again another one. Oh, that's a bigger boil. That looks like a bigger boil. Could have a bit better perch on here. Maybe the same size one. I don't really mind, it's just good to get onto some fish in a completely new area. We might be getting a little bit distracted from our snag bashing adventure, but hey, we're catching fish. That's the whole point of it. Wanted to explore some new areas. That's what we've done. Ooh, he's better. He is better. Yeah, that's a much better fish. He's a bit of a bruiser. Oh, he's a nice EP. Once again, that lure's gone down head first, way down the gob. There we go. He's a better fish. Take a look at him, a nugget. Absolute nugget of a perch. We've just found some fish which are sitting along this timber here. Looks like it's the spot for him. Hello, Perchy. We'll see you later, mate. You're easily the best one of the day. He'll be 40, 41, 42. Not bad at all. See you, buddy. Swan dive. We have found the fish. If this is frayed up, I'm actually going to switch over to my other car. That's fine. Go back in once again. Wouldn't be surprised if there's some brim sitting there as well. Perch love attacking lures on the paws. So that's what you do. A few twitches and pause it. Twitches and pause it. There we go, another one. He must have followed that in. It's going sicko mode. It's going crazy, this one. Have I foul hooked a carp? I don't know what that is. It's fighting hard though. I may have foul hooked a carp or something maybe. It's another fish though. I think it might be foul hooked. It just seems to be fighting really hard, or unless it's a carp or something. Or a big fish. I guess it could just be a big fish. What is it? Oh, it's a carp, yeah. Yikes. It's probably my first ever carp, to be honest. That right there is a European carp, a invasive species and a massive nuisance in Australia. One of the most devastating fish to our rivers. It's actually illegal to release these things, so he won't be going back. I'll be braining him and then throwing him up on the bank, I think. It's a bit of a shame to see so many of these fish in such a beautiful river. I mean, obviously they're beautiful fish. Like, they just don't belong here. Got to respect them as much as we can. So I'm just going to put him out of his misery. ASAP. Poor Mr. Carp. Sorry, buddy. You're just not meant to be here, huh? There we go. Another one. Very cool. Pretty much the exact same spot where we just got that last one, and we're on once again. There's a lot of perch over on this bank by the look of it. See if we can get him up. It's going to be another perch, yep. Definitely another perch. Many fish along the bank. Geez, they're not messing around either. They're really eating it. There we go, another one. He's bleeding a little bit. He wasn't too badly hooked. He'll be fine. I was meant to be giving away this lure, I'm pretty sure, but it's turned into one of my favourite little EP lures. The gold and black and white belly with red eyes. Really good. Get back in there. Right over there. It's not too close to the bank, but it's still a fair way up there, I guess. Another one. The next cast again. It's 3 and 3 casts. Heap of them here. It's not another carp, is it? I felt him hit it too. Another carp. Doing my part for the community, apparently. Just getting the kayak dirty, in my opinion. Yep. That's a good fish. That's a brim. That's a big brim, I reckon. Right along that snag there. That's a different fish. That's a big brimbo. Yep, big brimbo too. Ooh, yes. Something different. We've caught a whole heap of perch, and then just right over there on that timber, just there, we plucked that brim. It's got to be a brim. I'm just guessing. I think it's a brim. It's got to be a big brim. Oh wow, it's a massive brim. It's actually a massive brim. I want to try focus up and get him in the net. He's a big boy. This is a really tough fighting brim. Oh, I just hit him with the net. There he is. That is a bruiser. That is a bruiser of a brim. It's not as big as our PB from yesterday, but that's a mammoth of a brim, man. It's actually a really nice fish. That's like a 45 centimetre brim as well. I'm not even kidding you either. That is an absolute mammoth. I didn't think he was that big though, but take a look at that for a brim. That is the second absolute monster brim which we've caught for the trip. 45, I don't know if you can see that, all the way down to the tip, 45 centimetres, and that's like barely on the front there, so it's a 45 centimetre brim. That is an absolute mammoth. You can kind of get a gaze of the size of it. Not as fat as the other one I got, but what a fish. We'll send him off. See you, big beautiful. Watch this. Gonskis. Wow, this little hard body is on fire this morning. What's that? Like heap of perch and one massive brim. Massive brim. Big brim. He crunched that as well. Look at the mark on it. There's literally a mark from where he crunched it. Psycho. Go back over here. This little spot looks really good, and it's actually fairly deep water here as well, so it's a good spot. Good spot. It's where we got the brimbo. I think we're done here. Going to go for a little bit of a move. The plan is going to be to go for a massive pedal, and then I think we're going to fish some snags. Why not? We'll give it a crack. The amount of carp here is ridiculous, man. I can't believe it. We've made the big pedal all the way upriver, and we're going to see what we can do up here. Got the 3-inch paddle tail, probably the all-time classic lure for estuary fishing, so going to throw that around. You can see there's some timber and structure along the bank, so we're just going to pitch that up into the timber, sink it down and twitch it out. Very, very simple, but can be effective. Sometimes you have to cover a lot of ground to find the fish when you do this method, but when you do find them, you can have a lot of fun. There we go. Yep. It's a little perch, I think. Didn't take too long at all. Very nice. I was a bit worried that after that boat went through here, it would have washed them all away, but he's only a little fella, but get him going. Cool. Little EP all the way up here. We'll take it. Today's been the day of the EP. Got a couple of them now. Get back in there. Right along the bank there. Wonder if he's got any mates. Oh, that was another one. Another one. Dude. I think that's a brim. That one's a brim, I think. It is. Man, there's a few fish along that snag. Brim, perch, bit of everything. This one's a little brimbo. How cool is this? Look at him. He's a very nice little fella. Very nice. Oh, he's got some cool colours going on as well. He's not a massive brim, but really cool coloured fish. There he is there, beautiful little brimbo. Not massive, but once again, good fish. See you, buddy. That's the second little fish along this bank with the paddle tail. Wonder if I'm not going to get a third doing that. Wonder if there's a third in there. They're actually hitting it out fairly deep as well. Yep. There we go. It's another little one. There's a lot of little perch around here. Had a fair few hits from perch, and I think a lot of them are small like that. That's why we're not getting hooks in a lot of them. A lot of real little ones. But I'm trying to get some quality ones. Quality over quantity, hopefully. Man, there's a few fish up here, eh? Sink that down in front of that. See if there's one there. Oh, yep, I had a hit, I reckon. Snag bashing, the little 3-inch Z-man. It's perfect for this. Especially rigged up weedless. Watch this. That'll get one probably. If I avoided that snag, we'll get one. Yep. Man, this is crazy. Jeez. Look how he's built. Interesting. Ooh, that's a better one. That's a better fish. Wow. That's a good fish. What is that? That is a way bigger fish. What is that? Man, he went so hard. Is that a bass or something? It's just a bigger perch. Jeez, he went hard. Wow. That one was a goer and a half. Look at him. It's because he's so stocky. Tallest perch ever. Absolute unit of a fish. I thought he was going to be a big bass or something, or even a carp. Man, he hit hard. See you, buddy. Big bodied. Another one. Oh, it's a brim. This one's a little brimbo. I reckon we'd be catching a heap more brim if we used a slightly smaller or different profiled plastic. If we were using a curly tail grub or a prawn, we'd probably get a whole heap more of those. Well, this is quite a beautiful area to end the video, I reckon, up this pristine little river system, and we caught a whole heap of fish on this adventure. Yesterday was a little bit quiet, but we managed some monsters. Today was more about numbers, but still a whole heap of fun. If you enjoyed this little adventure and you want to see me return here and maybe fish some other areas, be sure to give this one a like, comment your thoughts down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.